The Mountain River in Canada's Northwest Territories. 370 kilometres, wild Whitewater cuts through one of the world's last remaining wildernesses. Visited by fewer than 150 canoeists every year, the remote mountain river is considered Canada's best wilderness river by many who paddle there.
It's amazing. It's truly astonished me every single day.
It's brilliant. It's truly, I think, one of the greatest combinations of technical whitewater, but it's the intimacy of the river being narrow and the mountains being there, always there, right to the end of the canyons. Magnificent.
The river drops 1,200 metres in elevation, so has plenty of large volume rapids and fast currents. 5 beautiful canyons funnel the water between steep rock walls and produce challenging white water.
One of the things I really like about the mountain river is that it's a bit unpredictable. You're coming around all these corners really quickly and you're never really sure what's around the corner. And also it is prone to flooding. If it rains a lot, the water can rise quickly and you always have to keep that in the back of your mind.
You gotta be right there. The river comes very fast at you.
It's very pushy. It's much higher volume than the rivers we normally paddle at home.
Okay, watch, we've got some real swirly stuff here.
The mountain is the favourite river of Wendy Greater, owner and operator of Blackfeather Adventures, one of Canada's longest running adventure companies.
Every time I've paddled it, which is probably around 10 times now, each time it has a different character, a different flavor. It starts off as a tiny little creek that's not even big enough to turn your canoe around, and we see it grow with tributaries to quite a big water volume. It's one that you have to definitely be on your toes for because of what it can throw at you.
Back paddle!
I certainly find it a challenge every time I do it.
In August 2009, 12 canoeists arrive in the Northwest Territories for a 2-week adventure down the Mountain River. I'm Justine, a filmmaker and one of the paddlers. I'm meeting 3 guides from Blackfeather and 8 others from Canada and America in the northern town of Norman Wells. We go from one plane to a smaller float plane. Everything we need for the trip has to be flown into the Mackenzie Mountains with us.
So where do we go?
You're going to go right down the side. 6 fine souls smiling right down the side.
The Mountain River starts a few hundred kilometres away from Norman Wells and snakes its way down the mountains to the Mackenzie River. We'll finish the trip where the mountain meets the Mackenzie.
Yahoo!
We fly up the Mackenzie River, over the Mackenzie lowlands, and finally up into the mountains. The plane journey is our first chance to get to know our guides.
My name is Dwayne Smith and I'm a Blackfeather guide. I've been a professional river guide for 13 years and here I am working another incredible river, mountain river, a new one to me. Whenever there's a new mysterious river, mysterious corner, I'm excited.
After an hour, we fly over the Mountain River. Our runway, Willow Handle Lake, comes into view.
Yahoo! That's great.
And the sound of the Twin Otter fades off into the distance. Makes your heart sing just to be here.
We're on our own, hundreds of miles from man-made civilization. It's just the most amazing place because any direction that you look in, all you can see is trees and mountains and lake and green. That's really why I wanted to come here, just for the vast wilderness. I've never been to a place which has just got so much space. I've walked away from the others a bit and I'm enjoying just sitting and just listening to nothing, to almost silence. There's the odd bird making a noise, but it's just amazing. We enjoy the first of many delicious dinners.
Roughing it.
Not bad, eh? The first task is to get to the river.
We're going to go to the end of this beautiful lake and we're going to begin the little adventure. And it involves a wee portage and some pushing and some pulling. It's going to be grand.
A wee portage, you've been here before, is that accurate?
Oh yes, yeah, just a little, you know.
Our third guide, Ian, is young but very experienced.
I'm Ian. I've been paddling for my whole life. My parents were really active in the paddling community, so I got into it at an early age. I've been guiding for Blackfeather for 6 or 7 years. It's great. I get to come out here during the summers.
We paddle about a mile across Willowhandle Lake and are treated to a close view of a rare trumpeter swan. Half an hour later, we arrive at the far end of the lake, where the real work begins. We have to carry the canoes and all our stuff 1.5 kilometres to the start of the river. That's 3 loads each and 5 journeys.
Well, what a great day for a walk in the tundra.
You're one tough lady, aren't you? I bet that's heavy.
Yeah, well, not too heavy. It's balanced, put it this way.
God almighty, they're filming me. They're just like scavengers, like vultures, I tell you.
I don't think you've got enough there.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, I'm loaded to the gills here.
What a sloth.
4 hours later, everything is at the creek, such as it is.
I just want everybody to just take a moment to just appreciate the fact that we're starting this river right at its source, that we're having to portage and then push and pull. Then we get to see it grow and grow and grow into a massive torrent, and that's a very special experience.
Ahead of us lies 8 miles of a shallow, windy trickle, aptly named Push Me Pull Me Creek.
I've never had the experience of seeing it from the headwaters all the way down to the confluence with a big river like the Mackenzie. I'm Leslie Kukarczyk. I work for a company in the States in the Philadelphia area. I want to do as many of these trips as I can before I can't do them anymore. I'm 48 and my husband is 46. Both of us really like whitewater paddling and being in the wilderness where you don't see a lot of human artifacts except the ones you bring with you.
Oh, it's hard work today. A lot of in and out of the boat and lots of variable weather, but we're getting there. Campsite is just around the corner. I'm reliably informed.
Pulling, pushing, shoving, falling, it's all there.
At last we reach the faster flowing Blackfeather Creek and can finally float. It's not long until we arrive at our campsite for the night. So how are you feeling now about running the river from source to...
I see the merit of waiting until there's enough water in the river to float your boat. It's exhausting. I am wet.
We set up camp and soon see that we're not the first visitors.
We've got some wolf tracks. Beautiful, beautiful. Lots of evidence of gorgeous critters around. We're just waiting to see them.
We take a short hike to get a perspective on the vast wilderness around us. We can just see Willowhandle Lake where we started, the trickle of Push Me Pull Me Creek, and where it flows into Blackfeather Creek. We also get our first glimpse of wildlife, a small herd of caribou, well camouflaged in the scree. The Whitewater starts just downstream of our camp, and the river is the lowest Wendy has ever seen it.
The problem with this, or the challenge with this, is the fact that the river sort of snakes around and you get pushed to the outside of the corner, right into that projection of rock that's sitting out there. That'll be a tricky spot.
It's time to put spray skirts on the canoes.
My mind and my fingers aren't working.
We take a sneak route around the first rocky rapid. Then we're straight into Blackfeather Canyon. We're immediately in at the deep end with narrow canyons and technical rapids. Everyone is getting used to moving water again. We all try to avoid the tricky corner in the canyon. Most people back paddle or back ferry slowly around the corner. Ian and I eddy out before the corner and ferry glide across. Peter and Jim take the more direct approach.
My name's Jim Kent. I'm from Ottawa. I used to do a lot of canoeing when I was very young and up till 18 or 19, but on the ocean, nothing like this. It's not totally intuitive, so it's taken me a while to get used to it. I flew over South Mahoney in 1979, and I always wanted to do it after that, but I never had a chance for various reasons until 2 years ago. And in the last 3 years, this is my 4th trip. Makes you feel part of the environment in a way when you're in the city. It doesn't. You're just one of the beasties out here.
The canyon narrows down with a few rocks that are tricky to avoid.
That looks like the bottom of a canoe.
Peter and Jim have hit a rock and flipped.
What happened?
I don't know, but it happened pretty quickly. Short swim, everything's good. Lots of fun. Going did his job.
Are you warm enough?
The adrenaline's going, that helps.
Sorry for all that.
Back on the water, the river widens out before funneling into another canyon.
Right ahead of us.
It's not so awesome for Jim and Peter, who have capsized again.
Yeah, we came too close to the rope there.
The canoe is stuck on a rock in the middle of the river. Ian swims out to try to free it. Once the boat is on the bank, the cold swimmers have to unload it, empty it, then reload it again.
I'm glad I'm giving you lots of entertainment.
You step towards the left. Awesome.
Next morning, Wendy does a warm-up routine with a difference, a bit of hip-hop. Despite the exercise, we're all cold.
At home, in the mid-Atlantic, it's 94 degrees and 90% humidity. And today, I'd take it.
I feel like a quadruped. It keeps the fingers warm, so it's good. Wetsuit, on the other hand, not so warm.
After a few miles on Blackfeather Creek, we reach a wider valley.
We're on the Mountain River. It's a good Newfoundland day. Good to be a muskrat. It's cold, it's rainy, but it's beautiful.
Today, Peter is paddling with another Peter, while Jim is paddling with one of the guides. He's alternating between Dwayne and Ian. We make good progress downstream for a few days, and the weather improves.
Whiskey Jack, wake me up.
The river is very braided, and we try to choose the channel with the most flow of water.
Give me a canoe and let me go up past Waskasoo to the Wobbling Yard. Give me a canoe.
The weather and wildlife come together for Ian's 21st birthday.
Nice birthday treat.
Oh yes.
Take me where the leaves are crying.
That was cool, eh?
Break like glass in a starlit sky. Smell of a small campfire burn.
The cloud lifts to reveal miles and miles of jagged, colourful peaks.
Give me a canoe and let me go out past Waskasoo to the Wabanah. Give me a canoe and let me go out past Waskasoo to the Wabanah. Give me a canoe and let me go.
Today was awesome. We had great weather, fun time on the river, and yeah, here we are making lasagna dinner with incredible scenery around us.
It is wonderful. A great end to the day. Tastes as good as it looks.
Dessert is something special for Ian.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ian. Yahoo! Happy birthday to you.
It's a really good cake. I'm not sure I'm going to make it, but I'm having fun trying.
Next morning, we take a walk up a nearby hill.
Well, we call it the Fountain of Youth, caused by an underground stream which is very high in minerals, particularly calcium. And when that calcium hits the air, it solidifies or precipitates out of the liquid, creating this huge mound. And over centuries and centuries, this is built up gradually. And it's interesting because we're probably 100 meters above the level of the river, yet we've got this spring just gushing out here.
Coming out of a volcanic rift right in the bowels of the earth is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's really refreshing.
This is going to save me hundreds of dollars in oil of Olay.
It smells a lot like hard-boiled eggs.
We take a day off paddling to climb up one of the nearby mountains and get a bird's eye view of our surroundings.
We're in what's called the Mackenzie Mountains, and the Mackenzie Mountains are really a northern extension of the Rocky Mountains. They're mostly sedimentary rock, very jagged. One time in the way back, they were a part of a sea bed. You'll often see fossils in the rocks, which are quite fascinating, fossils of coral, and it's quite amazing. We're over 3,000 vertical feet above sea level, and yet we're seeing sea creatures in the rocks.
Pretty amazing. I'm Heather, and I came on the mountain river because I just love canoeing. And I grew up as a small girl, going to camp every summer, and this is part of my being, having a paddle in my hand and feeling the water under the boat. And a lot of it's on line of credit, and it was just worth it. I just wanted to do this for so long, and this is how I spend my money. I don't buy fancy stuff for my apartment or clothes. I spend it on trips, so and it's worth it. I just love hiking, so it's a nice part of it. Get up and get a different perspective on the river and where you've been. It's one thing to be in the river and look up at the mountains, so it's nice to be able to actually get into them and enjoy that aspect of it as well.
See if we can get this bad boy up. Go ahead.
Next day, we're straight into the first canyon on the mountain river, and a chunky rapid guards the entrance.
Well, I've been here twice. First time, we had to portage up that cliff because all this was underwater and it was a bit too much at the time. Oh, it was epic. It was the highlight of the trip. And the second time was very much like this, and we made it. So I'm quite confident that we'll do the same this time.
It's the first of several challenging rapids in the canyon, and we get plenty of practice at back paddling around corners.
That's good. Hard back, Jim. Good. And forward. Yahoo!
The two Peters get their angles slightly wrong on one corner.
We were stuck for about a minute, but finally managed to make our way into the slack water and down the rapid okay. But it was a struggle while it lasted.
That's the Battleship Rock, Jim. That's the Sentinel guarding the entrance to Second Canyon. She's a beauty.
It was fantastic. Water up my nose even. Apparently that's the judge of a good day.
We're over halfway through our 370-kilometre trip down the mountain river. When the valley opens up again, we bounce through almost continuous Grade 2 rapids and wave trains.
I love big wave trains, and riding through the wave trains always makes me laugh. Even when a wave came up and hit me full in the face and the water bounced off the underside of my bill, I laughed. I thought it was great. And he's apologizing from the back, and I'm just in the front laughing out loud.
There's a rock straight ahead.
I haven't canoed a long time. I started canoeing about 6 years ago when Roman and I got involved. It's still new to me and exciting because there's so much to learn still.
This is my second trip down the mountain river. Such a nice river, it's well worth doing again.
Wow, that was really pretty. We often try to avoid the biggest part of the waves so we don't get too much water in the canoes. But on one corner, it's not that simple.
Had to go to the big stuff to avoid the boils on the left. But that was great. Holy smokes.
Lots of fun. Full face wash.
That was serious airtime. I thought we were going to take off for a couple of moments there.
We tried to avoid the heart of the wave train and ended up in the eddy. It worked.
It was awesome. A little water in the boat. Another day in paradise.
We're camped just before Third Canyon.
Last year, the water was probably 2 or 2.5 meters higher than it is right now. Flowing through where our kitchen is right over here, big trees were floating through the river. You didn't want to be paddling right then. Among other things, we ran out of time, so we had to get a helicopter to fly us out of here.
Water levels remain low for us on what promises to be one of our most technical sections. It's day 9, and we have 2 canyons to go through.
Third Canyon would be one of our more challenging parts. It'll be a little bit more maneuvering than some of our other stuff.
That always makes me nervous.
As we get closer to the canyon, anticipation is running high, and with good reason.
It might be hard to avoid that big curling wave right next to the wall.
If they make a mistake, if they hit a side, but still finish. Pretty doable.
Okay. Pretty doable.
Yeah.
Ian explains to the group how to avoid the curling waves.
So you go over to the right. Should we back paddle there?
You'd be doing the back ferry to the right.
Back ferrying is our strongest stroke.
In the end, Leslie, Roman and the 2 Peters decide to paddle around the rapid.
Next time.
Dwayne and Jim go first, back paddling to keep to the inside of the bend.
Back paddle! We're perfect, Jim! Forward! Forward! Good. Pick up your pace, Jim! Keep going! Nicely done. Woohoo!
The river calms down, but it's short-lived, as the second part of the canyon contains some big wave trains and holes.
Good job, Jim! Good, when you're ready, right turn.
Dwayne and Jim skirt a big hole, but some others aren't so lucky. Heather and her partner are in the water. As the swimmers get safely to the side, Dwayne goes after their boat. Wendy and Rob carry Heather downstream.
What happened? We just got knocked sideways and over we went.
Yeah, go to the car. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of good stuff out for Din Din.
After lunch and a change of clothes, we're back on the water, and we end the day with a paddle through the magnificent Fourth Canyon.
Nice to be here now. It was a tough day, but everybody did really well. One little flip, but that's okay.
We're still over 150 kilometres from our get-out at the Mackenzie River, so we have to cover over 50 kilometres a day on our last 3 days. We approach Fifth Canyon, the final canyon on the mountain river.
Oh, it's spectacular. It's really beautiful, and we're so darn lucky with the light. This giant cloud just came over us when you're longing for light on the walls for good pictures. So much you don't control. You live in the moment here on the mountain river, and it's brilliant.
Well, this is a mineral hot spring. It's mainly sulfur. We've got this warm water just coming out from underneath the rocks here, which is kind of a bonus on day 11 of a trip, right?
It's just the right temperature for washing your hair if you don't mind your hair smelling like that.
What I need is this every morning before I put the wetsuit on. That would be all right.
Our last morning is cold and wet.
You look all rugged up.
We have a 60-kilometre paddle to where the mountain river feeds into the Mackenzie.
Now we'll be definitely in the Mackenzie Valley lowlands, so we'll be seeing the land drop off. One thing that we should be able to see as we start towards the Mackenzie is East Mountain, and that's on the other side of the river.
As East Mountain grows on the horizon, everyone knows the adventure is drawing to a close.
It will be a very sad thing to finish this trip.
It's always a bittersweet time at the end of the trip. So, you know, it's the adventure's over. But it's nice to get a hot shower when we get back to Norman Wells.
Well, here we are, right at the confluence of the mountain river and the Mackenzie.
Very happy to be here.
We made it.
A great accomplishment, you guys. It's always mixed feelings. Here you are at the end of this thing that you've been dreaming and thinking about all winter, and then 13 days later, here we are sitting on the Mackenzie River, and it's kind of over.
Well, it's fabulous. Great adventure. Good company, good food, a few duckings.
The mountain river. Congratulations.